Hello and karibu to SoulFire Fridays. My name is Webby. I'm the founder of SoulFire Inspiration, and the work that I do here is to set your soul on fire through music and conversation. And all this is so that you're inspired to live intentionally and purposefully. I'm pretty sure that you would be counted among those who would want to live a fulfilling and meaningful life. Well, to do that, you're going to need to understand a couple of things that will help you to have a paradigm shift in your thinking. We're just coming out of a conversation called 4 Powerful Truths to Live By, and we've discussed it all through the month of July. And we're just about to start a new conversation, but before we do, I thought that I'd do a bonus video. The 4 Powerful Truths to Live By in order were: 1, you are enough. You don't have to do anything or be anyone else to be accepted or perceived as valuable. 2, you have enough. You have what it takes to make a decision that will lead you towards whatever it is you need to be accomplishing at this time in your life, or to take a step to bring you closer towards achieving it. 3, you have something to offer. Do not minimize yourself or your gifts. Your contribution is important. It makes a difference because it is unique. But we also came to the realization that the human strength is limited. And to be able to have that paradigm shift and begin to move towards who you're meant to be and to do whatever it is that you're meant to do, you're going to need a dose of strength. And so the reassuring thing that we came to in part 4 was God will strengthen you. Now this bonus video is really to expound a little bit more on that last part. God will strengthen you. That statement could possibly raise more questions than it would present answers. And so I'm here to just shed a little bit of light on what that looks and feels like. It's important to understand what God's strength is and isn't. God's strength is confidence. In fact, let me read it the way I wrote it. It's an infusion of confidence and hope in the face of discouragement or disappointment. It is not an emotion. It's not something you're going to feel like a zap of energy going through you and all of a sudden you're a superhero. Although that would be kind of nice. It would be nice to just be able to flip a switch and become something for a moment to accomplish something, and when you're done and don't need to be a superhero anymore, you can go back to default settings. But why is it important to understand this? It's because God put each and every single one of us on this earth to accomplish purpose. We're here on and for purpose. And that's why it is important to be able to remove ourselves from a place where there are so many lies that surround and infiltrate our lives when we pay attention to them, and they're found in the content that we're constantly consuming on the different broadcast or media platforms or whatever, where we're constantly looking either to inform ourselves, to learn, to grow, or to just be entertained. Those 4 powerful truths are really important to know and to understand so that you can be everything that you're meant to be. And the strength of God is what you're going to need to become all of those things. I truly believe that the strength of God is not an antidote against life's circumstances. I think it is important to also know that the strength of God is not that thing that stops you from experiencing difficulties or problems or experiencing pain in one way or another. Rather, it is important to recognize that the strength of God is the anchor that keeps you steady when the sea of life rocks your boat from side to side. That's what it really is. It's important to know these things because they set the tempo, or can I say, they set the atmosphere for the kind of expectation you could have when it comes to understanding what the strength of God can do, or what the strength of God is and how you can use it, how you can tap into it and apply it in your life. And that's what I'm here to say today, that the strength of God is available to you if you want it, if you're looking for it. You need to understand that the only way you're going to get it is by taking in the Word of God, believing it, and standing on it. The Word of God is contrary to a lot of the lies that we tend to find in the different spaces wherever we put our eyes, because it is not founded on the principles of man's understanding. It is founded on God Himself. It is His strength. And for you to be fully everything that you're meant to be, you're going to need His strength, because it is He who created you and put you on this earth, like I said a few moments ago. So to be everything that you're meant to be, tap into the strength of God. Understand that the strength of God is not the prevention of life's challenges, but rather it is the anchor through life's challenges. You see, in this world you're going to experience many difficulties and many troubles, but it is God who gives you the strength, and He has already overcome on your behalf and allows you to tap into His strength so that you're able to overcome as well. So in case this has been confusing for you to try and unpack and see, what does it mean when we say God will strengthen me? What does that really look like? Well, it really means being able to tap into a strength that is higher than yours, to be able to become everything that you're meant to be and to be able to do everything that you're meant to do. In the month of August, we're going to begin a new conversation, and I hope that you're going to stick around so that you can be a part of that. And the way that you're going to be able to participate, or rather to receive the conversation as it will start on email, is by subscribing. The link is going to be in the caption section of this video. I'm also going to be sharing music just like I've done with this video and the videos before. And if you'd like to get the music that you're hearing and that you, or rather so that you can be able to enjoy it a little bit more, or be able to see what other music is available, then there's a link that will lead you to my online store. Please go and get that as well. Please subscribe through the link. Also, please get the music through the link that will also be available in the caption section of this video. And I look forward to being able to extend conversation with you through the month of August, and to also interact with you on this video hangout of SoulFire Fridays. In the meantime, have a wonderful time. God bless you. See you soon.